Hi, this is AAMIR Khan and you're listening to Akshay on Sabras Radio.
Joining me on the phone lines right now is the one, the only AAMIR Khan. He's known as the most influential Indian actor. AAMIR, welcome to Sabras Radio. Thank you so much for taking time to speak to us.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Now, the last time you were here at Sabras Radio was when you were on the promo tour for Lagan. Now, it's been a long time. We missed you. We missed you over here. When you came here, there was an absolute roadblock.
Well, it's been a while. That was about 10 years ago, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
When are you coming back to visit us, man?
Well, I'd love to come. I hope I can come there soon. In fact, over the last few years, a lot of the promoters for these live shows have been after me to try and come down for a show.
Yeah.
And let me see if that happens, then I'll come down and visit you.
Not a problem, Amin. Now listen, you're here in the UK once again, and you're here on a promo tour for Peepli Live?
That's right. Peepli Live is the film that I've produced, and that's releasing on the 24th of September. So I'm looking forward to the response here in the UK.
Okay. Now, it's not your standard Bollywood movie. I mean, some would say it's more of an art house movie. I mean, what are your expectations for this film?
Well, the film's done really well in India and in the US and other places. It's been really well received. So, and I'm quite happy with the way it's turned out. It's actually a satire, so it's a humorous look at society as it is today.
Yeah.
It's a satire on the political scene, on the media, on the bureaucracy and civil society in general, actually. So it's quite a funny film. When I read the script for the first time, I found it really funny, but also very, very moving and heartbreaking and thought-provoking. So I think it's quite a cracker of a film, really, with some really vibrant characters.
No, I've seen the promos, and it looks very different, and it looks very, very, very intriguing.
I think the theme of the film is really fairly serious.
Yeah.
But the manner in which Anusha has written the script and the vehicle she uses to say what she's saying is humor, and she's written some really amazing characters in the film. Yeah. I
mean, did you not think that you were taking maybe a little bit of a risk, back in this film?
No, I agree with you. It is a risk, and I think that but the thing is that a lot of my films have been risks. Lagan was a huge risk. So was Tare Zameen Par. Or Rang De Basanti. These are all films that are, not your typical mainstream cinema films.
Yeah.
And I think that what I like to do is go with my gut and go with a story which touches me and moves me and makes me laugh or cry and engages me.
Yeah.
And entertains me, and that's what I go for.
But as a producer, AAMIR, right? Obviously, at the end of the day, as a producer, you're going to be looking at that figure at the end of the takings. I mean,
sure.
So, how do you kind of balance that out for yourself?
Well, the thing is that I'm not really a businessman producer because my production company has made 4 films in 10 years. So, just to begin with, that's not very good business.
Yeah.
Production houses usually have a few films coming out every year, at least one a year. But here I've got 4 films in 10 years.
Yeah.
And so the thing is that I see myself more as a creative person. I'm really more of an actor. And it's only when I come across something exciting do I produce it.
Sure.
And then I guess so far I've been fortunate. I've picked really unusual films which the market looks on with a lot of suspicion, but they've all seemed to work. Who would have thought that Tare Zameen Par, a film which is on childcare and education, would actually be the biggest grosser of the year? And at that point, I don't know what the business of the film is going to be, but I know I'm doing it because I love it.
Okay. Do you think that the audience's tastes are changing, in India and throughout the world, that they don't want to just see your standard formulaic masala Bollywood film now, and they want to see something different? What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I think more and more of that is happening. I think that audiences are changing. And also you have younger and younger filmmakers coming in with their own voices and their own individual styles. And I think that's great to see. I think there is a lot of change happening in Indian cinema. So you do have your big Bollywood films, but you also now have different kinds of films coming out, which people are really liking.
Okay. Now, apart from Peepli Live, there's a film called Dobigat.
Yeah, that's right.
Which has been directed by your wife. Is that correct?
That's right. Kiran has written and directed that film.
Yeah.
And that was just recently premiered at the Toronto Film Festival.
How did that go? What was the feedback?
And yeah, that went really well.
Yeah.
It went really well. I mean, people really loved the film, and both Kiran and I were most relieved about that. Because that's another very unusual film that's most unusual for, films coming out of Indian cinema, yeah.
Yeah. Now, obviously, you act in that movie as well. What was it like being directed by your missus?
Well, it felt just like being at home. No, she was really good to work with. I think Kiran is most talented, and it was really amazing to see the script that she's written. I think she's written a really fine script, and I was really happy to be led by her. I think she's a director I trust completely, and she really knows what she wants, and she's really honest with her work, and has a really good eye for detail.
Did you let her just get on with it? Did you at any point think, hey, maybe we should do it like this or do it like that?
Well, that always happens in filmmaking. I mean, it wasn't only me. The other actors, Pratik and Monica, and the crew, Tushar, the DOP. Each one of us may have a suggestion. That's how films are made.
Yeah.
But it's the director who has the final say on everything.
Sure.
And so that's how it goes. It was no different on this one.
Now, you got Peepli Live, there's Dobigat, and there's Delhi Belly. Now, there's a big question mark over Delhi Belly. Now, I know it's an English language film. Now, I don't know if you're in it, if you're not in it. Are you producing? Can you clear this up for us? What is the deal with Delhi Belly? Yeah, well, Delhi Belly is one of the few English language films coming out of India. Mm-hmm. I don't know of many. In fact, I don't know of any other, but I'm sure there must have been some. Yeah. So this is an English language film coming out of India, and it's a comedy. It's a caper, and it's about these three kids living in Delhi in a rented apartment, and the kind of trouble they get into the mafia, and they don't know why. Okay. And I'm not acting in the film. There is Imran, who's acting in the film. He plays the lead. Okay. And a bunch of 5 or 6 really talented actors along with him. And so it's a great cast. And yeah. When can we kind of expect that to? Well, I think we're looking at probably first week of June is what I'm looking at to release that film. Yeah. Okay. Now you mentioned Imran. Now you know what. Now I bet you've been asked this question a million times, and today you've probably been asked this question a million times. When are you and Imran going to be working together? Yeah, that's a question a lot of people have been asking us. Well, when the right thing comes up, I guess. I think it would be a special film for both Imran and me, and I think it would be great to do a film together. So, well, when I get back from this trip after the 24th, yeah, I'm actually going to start reading some scripts. Yeah, and let me see what excites me, and hopefully there'll be something there which has a part for both Imran and me together. Okay. Have you thought about maybe writing your own? I mean, how good are you as a writer? Well, I don't really see myself as a writer. I have worked with other writers in collaboration. So, QSQT, my first film, or Jo Jeeta Wahi Sikandar, yeah, Hame Rahi Pyar Ke. These are some of the films that I've collaborated with as a writer. Yeah. But I haven't done that for quite a while now. Maybe I should get back to it. No, absolutely, absolutely. Another a feather in your cap.